What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Figure It Out of the Basement's Black Series Talk Show. I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
What's up, guys?
And today, it's time to continue our new series where we are talking about the figures we need from each and every Star Wars movie. This time around, it's Attack of the Clones time, Justin.
It's also spooky time.
That is true. You can see lights orange, spooky stuff up. It's officially spooky season. You know, we're a little early, 1-2 days before October,
Sure.
But you know what? We love horror. It's our second love behind Star Wars.
It's a 2-month celebration.
It really is. I mean, for both of us, this started September 1st.
Very true.
Let's be real. July 5th, I'm already starting to feel it.
But yeah, we wanted to continue the series, like you said, of just the figures we need. This is not a top 5 or a top 10. It's just the figures we need. In this case, we have 9. During the Phantom Menace, we had 6.
Mm-hmm.
It's just whatever we feel like. And likewise, you comment down below, what figures do we need from Attack of the Clones?
And as a reminder, you could have been watching this video a whole lot earlier. If you are in a position to help support the channel at the Basement Battalion level, check out the link in the description. Also, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new.
Mm-hmm.
So, Justin, let's talk about Attack of the Clones. Actually has a few figures in the line. Not many, but a few.
Yeah, it's oddly gotten the most love out of every prequel.
Right. When it comes to the prequels, it is unusual that Attack of the Clones is like the one that has probably the most figures from it, even though I feel like in general it's the least liked prequel. I don't know if that's just me.
I mean, I agree with you, but I still, nostalgia.
No.
Give me the toys, of course.
Oh, absolutely.
And, I don't know if this is necessarily in any order. I don't think so, but during the latter half, it'll probably be the more desirable stuff.
Right.
So let's start out with Wat Tambor.
I mean, we gotta have Wat on the list. Who, when you were a little kid watching Attack of the Clones, and you see this weird-looking alien dude playing with a knob on his chest, like trying to get his voice in the whatever language I would assume he's trying to speak at the moment. Just an interesting, striking design, like something that's always been burned into my brain is Wat Tambor.
Oh yeah, leader of the Techno Union, of course, and it'd be nice to get the Separatist Council fleshed out a little. Because another thing to note is that there's not going to be repeats on this list, so no Newt Gunray, because that was on Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
And Attack of the Clones is especially interesting, just like Phantom Menace, because we have the Destroyer Droid. Pipelined. We have the Super Battle Droid pipelined with the 3PO, head on the B1. So we have some heavy hitters from Attack of the Clones coming. So it's let's just take it a step further. Give me more. And I really hope this is a step in the right direction for Hasbro. So yeah, first pick, Wat.
The next one might not be a figure that would really be all that interesting or even sell well. But I think we need young Boba Fett. And the reason being, my main reason for wanting young Boba Fett is that the Omega body exists. So it would literally just be new head, put on the body, paint it different colors, call it a day. The figure is already 90% in existence.
And we've seen some nice customs of a young Boba using that Omega body. So you might as well. To go with that Boba Fett, I think some Kaminoans would be really cool. Nala Su and Tan Wei.
Could you imagine a Black Series Kaminoan? Just how... I'd just be interested to see how they would do it,
Deluxe Kuznek?
Oh, absolutely Deluxe Kuznek.
Yeah. They always kill it with aliens, though, and the sculpts for aliens and likeness is always just spot on. And they're iconic. I mean, they created the clone army. And this could also lead to, what is his name? Yarael Proof? The guy in Phantom Menace who's going like this in the background.
Yeah.
We could get the Kaminoan Jedi, too.
Right.
Kaminoans.
And Justin, we couldn't talk about Attack of the Clones and not mention the absolute laundry list of Jedi.
Oh, yeah.
So... this is kind of just an all-encompassing Jedi that we definitely want to see. Illuminara,
Yes, Luminara Unduli, Shakti.
Yep, Shakti is a big one, especially now that we got Starkiller. Let's get a Shakti going.
Yeah, Jocasta Nu even.
Yep.
Why not?
What's the one that everyone loves? Coleman Trevor?
The dinosaur one who famously gets murdered by the Count.
That's how I always remember him, is just getting... Or no, I thought he gets gunned down by Jango Fett.
Yeah. Did I say Count Dooku?
Yeah.
He goes to kill Count Dooku, and then Jango gunslings him, and then he falls down to his death. I mean, they would kill it.
Right. It would
Jedi body, Butters, and then just the alien head, neck, hands.
It's a wonder that they haven't done more alien Jedi and just used the Jedi buck, because all they would have to do is just hands, head, hands, head.
Yeah.
And they could do so many of, like, the different random background Jedi.
Oh, yeah. But especially since Ki-Adi-Mundi is coming, it's like Shakti and Luminara Unduli are like the two most common sense, next picks as far as Jedi. So any and all. And of course we have a complete redo of Jango Fett. No words even necessary. Don't even have to explain myself on this one. It is one of the worst Black Series figures in the entire line. I hate that buck, and that includes the Loyalist, the Mandalorian, and Pre-Vizsla being on that body. Sucks. Please redo Jango Fett. You doing the Fleet Commander? He kind of looks like Jango.
It's close enough. Like, you're telling me they can't do new rubber overlays for the Death Watch Mando to make it Jango Fett? Because I just don't believe it.
Or just, like, retool it a little bit. New bits.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Or, yeah, it's like...
And it's just such a shame. At the time, this figure, we were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. We finally got Jango Fett, because it was in an ocean of nonstop red and black box figures. But as the years have gone by, it's just like, I really do hate that figure more and more, especially as it keeps toppling over, because it's very top heavy. The feet are too small.
It's not dynamic at all.
It's got great weathering, good details.
True. That's true.
But those hoses break.
Ooh.
The articulation is trash, and it's just not what you would want out of a Jango Fett figure, since, you know, we see him in some pretty dynamic moments throughout the movie.
Yeah, it needs a complete redo. Stick it in a... Well, I guess he doesn't technically appear in Book of Boba Fett. It's only the Slave One flying away.
True.
Because that's like the Black Series thing, is it has to show up in a different show for them to justify a new mold for it.
They'll give us...
It's definitive.
They'll give us a flashback in Season 2. And then we can get our new Jango.
Let's get that new Jango
Robert,
going.
Write that down. Now, you know we always have to do a meme pick as well. On Phantom Menace, we chose Watto. This time, come on, it's Dexter Jetster. This would be the greatest Black Series figure of all time.
Not even a meme.
Like,
just give me Dexter.
The details would be so good.
His mustache?
Yep. Could give him the little Kaminoan dart.
Ass-scratching action?
Yeah, or the, what is... The 3 3/4 inch figure comes with, like, knives that he could use for some...
Comes with a Kaminoan saber dart.
He does. He does have the saber dart in the package.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Maybe do a little 2-pack and give us the waitress droid as well. Just to, you know, just throw it in there.
Like the retro diner aesthetic.
Yeah, exactly.
Unironically.
I mean, if you think about it, they could reuse pieces from Dexter to make Pong Krell. Little 2 birds with 1 stone action going on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, some of these would lead into future reuse, which is good reuse, because it gives us more characters. So yeah, Pong Krell, that's a good point. Give us Dexter. We also have another redo pick here, and I want every single Phase 1 Clone Trooper rank on not the 2020 Clone Trooper body, but the tweaked, retooled 2023 clone body. Do we just call it the 2023 clone body now?
I think so. I think it's different enough.
With the separate piece for the overlay, larger shoulder pads that are also on the O-ring so you get more range, fixed knee pads, bicep swivel with the butterfly joints, removable helmet, everything that Commander Oppo and then the new plain white Phase 2 has. They are also pipelining a regular Phase 1 I'm just like, at that point, give us the correct shade of blue for the lieutenant, give us the sergeant, commander, and captain.
Or is it the correct shade of blue anymore?
From blunder to banger.
Yeah. The story of the Black Series Phase 1 lieutenant.
Yeah.
This is a no-brainer. I mean, those figures are nice, but the articulation is just so bad. And you want to at least be able to have your clone posed aiming the blaster down the sight. Right. And those old figures literally cannot do that.
Right.
So I think just that alone. I'm not asking for super dynamic posing. I'm asking for simple stuff. And those old figures, you really can't do anything other than
vanilla pose.
Hold the blaster, and that's all you get.
And it's like Phase 1 kind of doesn't get a lot of love.
No, not really.
So, I mean, it'd be a great opportunity to mix up the clone shelf a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Justin, we talked about Jango Fett, but what about another bounty hunter that we see and love from Attack of the Clones? Little Zam Wessel action. Anybody?
I would love this figure.
I am almost shocked that they haven't Frankensteined some reuse thing going on to give us Zam Wessel like they do with, you know, kind of a lot of the female figures, like the legs that were used for like Ayla and...
Yeah. Or Morgan Elsbeth uses Dark Ray / Ventress legs.
Yeah. So
under the hard skirt.
Okay.
So, I mean... Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, it'd be great to get a new sculpt.
Oh, absolutely.
For this figure.
Absolutely.
But, you know, there's probably something out there that they can do a little kit bashing and then make, you know, new bits and head and everything. Maybe a little alternate head action with the regular human head and then the changeling head.
Right. Or at least maybe like a faceplate. Little like Hoth or Endor Rebel action.
Oh, that'd be great, actually. I would take that.
I think it would work pretty perfectly, trying to think of the costume off the top of my head.
And then we get their speeders.
I feel like we make that joke every time we talk about Attack of the Clones.
Because it's such a specific sound. Okay?
But it's just like the sonic discharge thing.
Yeah. Like Attack of the Clones randomly has like this amazing sound design.
Yeah, they were really cooking at THX.
So yeah, I'd be down for Zam. And then we have our final pick here, which is actually just Geonosians, the bug alien creatures.
Every single one.
I could go either way. A generic warrior with the like that green orb ray of energy gun.
Uh-huh.
Or Poggle the Lesser.
Ooh. See, Poggle would be great. I really just want more of like the CIS council. And it would be great to have Newt, to have Watt, to have Poggle all staring at, you know, a little hologram of the Death Star before they turn it off and walk away real quick. And we're all supposed to go, I know what that is.
Too many sound effects this episode.
I mean, they would do such a great job. Again, it would be an alien, so you know they would do well with it. They could repackage it, color it a different color, and put it in a Republic Commando Gaming Greats box. There's a free one for you, Hasbro.
Yeah, and Hasbro, like we've been saying, they always kill it with aliens, and I would just love to see how they engineer a Geonosian bug.
Right. I feel like it would probably have some pretty cool, unique, and different articulation just based on the shape.
And just imagine the hopeful paint.
Oh, man.
Like, the paint on that creature would have to be pretty substantial.
Yeah. Deluxe because paint and wings.
If that's what it takes to get me more prequel trilogy stuff, fine.
It's like at this point, Deluxe doesn't mean anything. It just means we want you to pay more for this figure. We want you to pay more for this character.
And depending on what it is, remove the Black Series label and what do you have? A $30 Geonosian bug.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're not going to find that in an SH Figuarts or a Mafex. Those are fantastic, excellent figures. But the Deluxe thing, honestly, it doesn't bother me that much anymore. Yeah. Especially for oddly specific things, like if they were to make a Geonosian bug, which I don't think it would be deluxe.
No.
I think it would just be a regular release.
Well, they're kind of small, right? They're kind of small.
Yeah.
Like, Poggle's small.
He's a small guy.
Yeah. So maybe that's where they could make up for it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are the figures that we would deem, like, essential to an Attack of the Clones shelf. Mm-hmm. Obviously, there's more. But for these videos, I think it's just, like, the ones we need.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. I mean, we could go on and on. Again, like I mentioned earlier, there's a laundry list of Jedi that we could go down that technically make their debut in Attack of the Clones, but we got to save a few for the Revenge of the Sith episode.
That's true as well.
So, expect more Jedi. But yeah, I mean, Attack of the Clones, like you said, probably the least good Star Wars prequel, but still very entertaining, very nostalgic. I do enjoy it quite a bit.
I'm haunted by the kiss you never gave me. You're making me uncomfortable.
Please leave, bro. If my master saw me doing this, he'd be very upset.
Alright, we love Hayden. Alright, we love Hayden. It was the directing.
It was George. George was, yep, good.
George was like, Shakespeare. But just make it awkward.
I can still find plenty of enjoyment, and there's still plenty of figures that we absolutely need from Attack of the Clones, regardless of the movie's actual quality.
I mean, once those clones show up, my brain just shuts off, and I go, cloners!
Yep, and then there's a bunch of lightsabers, Count Dooku versus Anakin versus Obi-Wan, then Count Dooku versus Yoda. It's just the Star Wars you love. It's just the Star Wars you love. But yeah, that's pretty much the episode. Of course, we would love to hear what figures you would like to see from Attack of the Clones in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new. We're always talking about Star Wars The Black Series here on the channel. And as a reminder, you could have been watching this video a whole lot earlier if you are in a position to help support the channel at the Basement Battalion level. There is a link down in the description. Definitely check that out. Although, just simply watching is more than enough for us. But we do have to give a huge shout out to our current channel members. Your continued support is truly appreciated. And thank you to everyone else out there for watching. I'm Nate. I've been joined with Justin.
See you guys later.
And we will see you all next time on Out of the Basement.
And they'll pull up at your house like, and
then I'm going to hit you with the, well, you better get off my porch.